What's up, peeps? Let's get into some cryptocurrency news. For starters, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is just to help with research. Are you guys ready to get this crypto money? Are you guys ready to make these gains? Listen, a little dip in the market is not going to stop us from getting this crypto money. It's not going to stop us from making these gains. Just a little warning, I am a little bit under the weather, so if my voice breaks out, just want to warn you guys. All right, let's get to it. So the coin that we will talk about is a coin called Proton. What exactly is Proton? Functioning as a decentralized blockchain, Proton, which was introduced in San Francisco, is a smart contract platform developed keeping in mind peer-to-peer payments and customer applications. This new public blockchain was created as a joint effort of MetalPay and Lynx, as both these companies aim at making crypto easily available for everyday use to the customer. Some of its early investors include Brian Kelly for CNBC, Eric V, working as the CEO of Shapeshift, and Alphabet Fund, which is a digital currency fund. How does Proton function? Here, while using Proton, all the transactions are recorded on the blockchain, wherein each user has a verified identity. The said user identity is integrated with a financial settlement layer, allowing the users to directly link their identity with fiat accounts, thus enabling them to pull funds and buy crypto. In the Proton network, the user keeps the private key and other sensitive information confidential, while merchants or institutions who want to examine the user's identity are permitted to do so through public keys. Now, I'm not going to read the entire thing. I'll put a link to it and you guys can actually check it out for yourself. But I know some of you guys are like, wait, isn't crypto supposed to be decentralized? Isn't it supposed to be anonymous? But you have to look at it this way. If you want crypto to be a part of everyday life, there's a lot of illegal activities that take place with money. That is why you need KYC. Like the article mentioned, your sensitive information is not going to be public. It's only going to be available to the merchants or institutions. So think of it as like PayPal or Venmo for the blockchain. You can even say Cash App too. So these are what this company is basically the blockchain version of. So I'll put a link to this article and you guys can actually check it out for yourself. Now, this is another good article that I found that talked about this project. The part that I liked about was that they talked about the competitors of Proton. So they talked about how Proton will need to keep an eye on legal fintech payment systems such as Venmo and PayPal and how they merge into the crypto space. So this article, to me, it gave more details about Proton, and I'll put a link to it. I'm not going to go through it. So now, today, Proton is currently ranked at number 371. It's currently on 54,299 people's watch list. Its volume is at 6.8 million. Its circulating supply is 8.4 billion. That is good. That is a cheap price. The price is currently at 0.01733 and it's been up 4.07% in the past 24 hours. As you guys know, a couple days ago, Bitcoin crashed. That impacted the entire market. Everything drops whenever Big Daddy Bitcoin drops. So that is part of the reason why price crashed so much. But this is one of the long-term projects that you can hold on for years to come. And it's also a good project to invest in that will give you big returns in the future as long as you're patient. All right. Now, the all-time high. When we look at the all-time high was actually on April 27, 2020, 2 years ago. That was April 27, 2020. That was literally when we got locked down. That was when the pandemic happened. That is how strong this project is. And it reached a price of 10 cents and it's been down 82% since then. Now, earlier this year, when Bitcoin and the entire crypto space took off, this project reached around 0.027. And honestly, people were not talking about it like that. But as you can see, back in October the 17th of 2021, it actually went higher than that previous price that it reached earlier this year in the early bull run that we had. Now, when we look at the exchanges that it's on Kucoin, Gate.io, PancakeSwap, OKX, HitBTC, ZT, and all these other exchanges. Next thing, looking at the socials. Always look at the socials because you want to make sure that you're investing in an active project. The social media page, the Facebook, the Twitter, the Reddit, the Telegram, the Discord, anything you could find out about the project and who's behind it, make sure to do so. So now when you look at the Twitter page, you can see that they have tweets from 9 hours ago, December the 6th, December the 6th, December the 6th, December the 3rd, December the 3rd. So overall, the team is very active on Twitter. They're giving updates about the project. That is important because we know this is not a dead project. It's not a dead team. Another thing I forgot to mention is that the market cap is currently at 146 million. And why is that important? That is important because the project has way more room to grow. It's not even at 1 billion yet. It's only at 146 million. Now, when we look at the BSC scan, there's currently 11,699 addresses, wallets that currently have this project. When we look at the Ether scan, there's currently 12,506 addresses that currently have this project. And as you can see, it's been growing and growing and growing. Now, this is the Reddit page. Like I mentioned, it's always important to look at the Reddit page because that is where the community exists. The community is who is going to ultimately lead to price going higher. They are the ones that help spread the word about the project. They are the ones that help promote the project. They are the ones that buy the dip. Also, the Reddit page, you can find latest updates that you may not even know about the project. And you can also ask questions and get help on things related to the project. As you can see, you have posts from 3 hours ago, a day ago, 2 days ago, 2 days ago. So overall, the Reddit page is active and there are currently 5.4 thousand members. That is a very good community right there. And it's growing too. Now, this is their website. So I'll put a link to it. You guys can check it out for yourself. All right. Like I said, verified identity, built for stable coins, 0% users never pay gas. Listen, I don't know about you guys, but if you pay these gas fees, I'm not talking about your card. I'm talking about the crypto gas fees. When you're exchanging something on Uniswap or whatever, them things have been high. They have grown. They cost so much. So not having to pay gas fees alone, that already sells this project to me. I'm not saying you have to invest. It's not investment advice. But not having to pay gas fees, that is another thing that made this project stand out. So I'll put a link to the website and you guys can actually check it out and find out more information. Now, this is their roadmap. As you can see, it started off with the launch back on May 2020. I'm not going to go through these, but since we are in the fourth quarter, they have the Proton wallet. That is so wherever you see a check mark is the things that they've accomplished. So they accomplished this from quarter 3. This is quarter 4, quarter 4, quarter 4. So I'll put a link to this. You guys can actually read the entire roadmap. Now, in the article, it mentioned, let me go back to it. It mentioned that its early investors included Eric V, working as the CEO of Shapeshift and Alphabet Fund. So they are a digital currency fund. Now, earlier I mentioned that one of the early investors of this project was actually Alphabet Fund, which is a digital currency fund. Now, here is the actual LinkedIn page for Alphabet. I'll put a link to it. You guys can actually check it out for yourself. But as you can see on LinkedIn, there are currently 19 employees on LinkedIn that have a LinkedIn profile and have them listed as their employer. So if I click on it, so these are some of the people. So it's a legit fund, all right? Legit fund. Also, it mentioned that Eric V. So this is his LinkedIn page also. I'll put a link to it from the article. He's the CEO and founder of Shapeshift. So he's one of the investors of this project. So this is his background. He co-founded this company, head of marketing, communications manager. So I'll put a link to his LinkedIn page and you guys can check it out for yourself. It also mentioned that Brian Kelly from CNBC, Fast Money, is also an early investor. If you don't know who he is, this is him right here. I'm sure you guys have probably seen him if you watch CNBC. So there's him. He's an early investor. So Marshall Hayner, he's the actual founder of this project. There's an AMA from Kucoin that he had. So I'll put a link to it. I'm not going to read the entire thing. So pretty much to start off talking about him giving an overview of what exactly is Proton. Then he talked about some of the unique transactions that it has. I'll put a link to it. I'm not going to go through it, but you guys can check it out for more information. Now, here is the Twitter page of him. So right here, that's his picture. So it's a legit person. We know it's a legit project and a legit person behind it and a legit team. That's always important in crypto. Now, here's also his LinkedIn page. I'll put a link to it. So CEO and co-founder of Metal, like the article mentioned. So Metal Payments says January of 2015 in San Francisco. That is where? That is Silicon Valley, where you have Facebook, you have Google, and all these big major companies, tech startups are all located in Silicon Valley. Now, this is the LinkedIn page for Metal, the company that he's a co-founder of. I'll put a link to it. You guys can check it out for yourself. So currently 97 employees on LinkedIn that have this company listed as their employer. Of course, there's some employees that may not have a LinkedIn account. So I'll put a link to that. You guys can actually research more about what Metal exactly is. And this is the actual website for MetalPay. So he has a background experience of payment processing and basically building crypto into everyday life. So that is very important. So that makes me even more confident about this project. So I'll put a link to the website. You guys can actually check it out for yourself. Now, this also is another link that I found. It's pretty much, it has different articles about this project and also interviews with some of the team members. So we have this one, Fred K. So it shows that he's a co-founder and managing partner at SoftAtom, an investment fund dedicated to supporting the developers that build on the Proton blockchain. Nice. Then you have this one, Glenn M. Co-founder and CTO. Glenn is a crypto tech wizard with 10 plus years of experience. So I'll put a link to that one. Then you got him, said, sorry if I mispronounce his name. So he's a VP of blockchain at Proton and the founder of blocks.io. So I'll put a link to that. And also this one is pretty much their roadmap for fiat integration. To me, this project is like the Cash App for crypto. That is very important to be able to use crypto in an everyday use. So projects like that have a bright future and they are great long-term holds. Not for overnight quick riches, but thinking 5-10 years down the road, how our society is going to change and how crypto is going to be a part of everyday life. Now, remember, I mentioned earlier that the circulating supply is 8.4 billion and the market cap is currently at 146 million. So if you come to CoinMarketCap and you filter out by projects that have circulating supplies between 8 to 9 billion, Proton is right down here. But you have these projects that are higher in price. This one you could ignore, it's a stable coin. So you have these three projects that are ranked higher. Now, in terms of potential price that Proton could reach, NEM. The all-time high for NEM was actually back on January 4th, 2018 at $2.09. Recently, this year, it reached 74 cents. I'm not saying that Proton is going to reach 74 cents, but this is a potential price that it can reach based on projects that are in similar circulating supply. Now you have this one, Anchor. Its all-time high was back on March 28, 2021 at 22 cents, and it's been down 49% since then. Another potential price that Proton could possibly reach. Not saying it's going to reach it, but it's possible. The next thing, you have Blocktopia. Blocktopia reached a price of 17 cents back on October 31st, 2021. Another potential price. So with that being said, since NEM currently has a market cap of 1.2 billion, if we go back to Proton, let's just say that Proton were to reach a market cap of 2 billion. Just being conservative, it's an estimate. It's not going to be an exact calculation, but it's a potential price that we could reach. So that would be essentially 13.69x from its current market cap. If it were to reach a market cap of 2 billion, of course that could be higher. It also could be lower. So 13.69x. If you were to invest $100, it's not financial advice. I'm not saying you have to do it. You would make 1.369K off of that $100 investment. Of course, it could be more. It's based on how much you invest, but this is just a rough estimate. This project will continue to grow, and as it gets on more exchanges, price is going to increase, the market cap is going to increase, and your potential return is going to increase even more. It's not financial advice. I stress that. All right. So now I am on Kucoin and I'm looking at the daily chart. As you can see, Proton has been going down since October the 18th. But guys, the way you make money in crypto is you got to buy the dips. If it keeps on dipping, as long as you believe in a project, keep buying the dips or hodl. All right. You got to give the projects time to grow. This is a fairly new project. It got listed on Kucoin, and I'm pretty sure the team is trying to get listed on more and more exchanges. It's ranked very high for a new up-and-coming project. You have to give it time and think down the road. Don't think overnight. Don't think about being a millionaire tomorrow. Think about being a millionaire in a few years. As long as you hodl and you get into strong projects, you are, I'm not going to say guaranteed, but you have a very, very, very high chance within the next 4 years to make a lot of life-changing money. As the crypto space continues to grow and more money flows into the market, you've seen what it's at right now compared to 2017. HODL and be patient, all right? Now, as you can see, price, especially with Bitcoin crashing, it caused price to go down. Even though it looked like it was trying to find a level of support around down here. But it's the same thing for all coins. A lot of coins went down in price. And for the ones that felt like they missed out on their favorite coin, it's what you wanted. It's right in front of you. How you make money in crypto You got to buy the red, all right? When people are fearful, that's when you get greedy. And when people are greedy, that's when you get fearful and you start selling or thinking about selling. So this project looks like it's trying to find a level of support down here at the 0.017 area, because it's been flowing through that area for the past 3 days. Although this candle is not officially closed yet, it's about to close. When more momentum comes back into the crypto space, more people get interested, and Bitcoin starts going up, volume will start coming back into this project, and we can expect that this project will definitely, I'm not going to say right away, but within the next few months, next few years, will definitely break this all-time high and create a new all-time high. This project is a long-term project, not a short-term project. So I'm not going to give you hope and guarantees that you're going to make a big return overnight. This is one of the projects that you should only get interested in if you have a mindset of thinking years down the road. It's one of the projects that have a strong team behind it, has the volume. As crypto becomes a part of our everyday life, this project is one of the projects that you're going to need to have. And with that being said, guys, I am out. And sorry about this video if my voice was a little bit off. I'm a little bit under the weather. So with that being said, I'm out.